Hi, Carol here, and thank you for joining me back in my craft room. I am starting with my vintage slash Valentine card, and this whole card was inspired by one card. Let me see, a piece of cardstock that was a heart. I got them in an envelope haul right here. This little heart started it all. And I was just cleaning up and I thought, oh, maybe I'll do a Valentine's card. And then I just started hauling out my stuff. I wanted to go in the lilacs. I wanted to use this graphic Sweet Sentiment graphic 45 paper stack and embellishments. And then remember I ordered this. This is a craft store in Ontario that I ordered this online. And I can't even remember the name. That's terrible. But anyway, I had these. And I have some I Am Roses. And I have some beautiful paper flowers here. Lots of it is from the thrift store hauls. And, you know, I have these nice skeleton leaves from I Am Roses. And that's those there. Hopefully you can see that. And just some stuff that in the purple hues that I pulled out, and you'll see it as we move along. So I grabbed my Martha Stewart punch in the lace and the heart, this one, and my Stampin' Up! Punch in the 3 hearts, and just started putting stuff all over the place. So I began with using the, I set it over here because I have to wash it, clean it up, but it is a, let me see, I think it's a Recollection. No, it's Inkadinkado heart background stamp. And I put Versamark on it, and this is the Gina K 120-pound luxury stock in the antique white. I did it 6 by 6, cutting an inch off the bottom so I could put the scallops there, and I have a few ideas for the bottom that I'm going to use, so that's why I did that. And we will just move along. You will see the cardstock and everything I did as I start doing this, but I quickly want to show you, oh, here's that fence. Remember I said I would use that? You get 4 rows of these wooden fences from Michaels. So I just clipped off 3. That's going to go on there. And I decided to use, oh, we'll see as we're going. Anyway, I just did that haul video, and in it I got this little metal container that I didn't know what I was going to use it for. Look at, I am going to use it for my Tim Holtz inks because I have, as you know, I don't know if I have any new people on there, but as you can see, I have, oops, my light's getting in the way, but it goes never ending. There's all my Stampin' Up! Inks all the way down my 6-foot desk. And I needed a place to put my, I got those from Stampin' Storage, let me jump in. And I needed a place to put my Tim Holtz inks. So this worked out perfectly. I can just carry it, set it beside me so I don't have to walk to the other side of the room. Forbid that I would have to do that. And I just set it there. So there we go, moving right along. So I pressed this in with the Versamark, and I am going to use Vintage Photo. That's always my backup for anything distressed. Excuse my cast. So let's start getting this vintaged out. I'm going to use this and the Stampin' Up! What did I pick here? Perfect Plum. And you know, there's like a lot of purple hues I could use, but this is kind of a lilac card. see if I can get in the frame here. I don't want any marks, so I just work off the Tim Holtz mat, Ranger mat, craft mat, and I want to be able to see the edges like that. I had to stop the film. Look at that. I had a cheesy, and I got a little piece of it on there. I have to give a shout out to all my subscribers. I am slowly gaining subscribers. I'm so excited about that. And if you want to see a really good site, everybody probably knows and has seen it before. I was new to it. I just found it. Velocity Vet, VETTE08. Jane, she is fantastic. I just found her yesterday, and so she told me that she'd join my blog. I was so excited. You know how excited I get when anybody joins my blog. And so anyway, I want to give a shout of thanks out. Thank you so much. And pop over and check it out. Check her out if you haven't already. I seem to be the last one to know. I mean, are there thousands of blogs out there? And it's crazy. And only because I've had a lot of time since I fell down the stairs to watch videos. So let me grab a little bit of cleanup power here. You know I move as slow as a snail now, so there we are. And I will take my, don't want to waste this. Oh no, look at that, it's ink. Let's just go around and add some more ink off the mat before I make it even look more distressed. See how it dries on the edges like that? Like old paper. There we are. Looks good. Waste not, want not. There we are. That's when you flip it up. Okay, let that dry. I think I'll just take a bit of the, grab some paper towel here and clean that mess up. Where do we go? There we go. I'm imploding. Everything is coming in on me on my desk. I have got to get some of this stuff put away. I do. I mean, you can't have just this much space to work in. And I mean, my table's like 6 feet. How much more? It seems like I keep pulling in with my stuff and, you know, it's all coming at me. Okay, so this will dry as we're working on it. So that's how it looks now. Pretty, eh? And then, oops, didn't do the back. Then you lift it up and you have that antiqued, old vintage look. Then I'm going to grab some of this mauve and let's bring some mauve in. Just a whisper of it because it's going to be all covered. You know, with supplies. I don't need much of it. we are. Maybe I'll do a bit on top here. There we are. Not all of this will be covered with papers and stuff. You know what I'm like once I get going. So even though I have that square block of purple like that, which I don't like, but it'll be covered up. So let's work with this Versamark Hearts here. Before I start going, I'm going to take this La Francaise stamp so I can get it out of the way. And I'm going to use my Timber Brown on here. And put a little bit of this La Francaise stamp, background stamp on there. Just lightly. You're hardly going to see it. There we are. That's that. And it'll free me up of some space for now. Put the lid on that. And I'm not going to close that up because I'm going to use it. And let me stamp this off on a scrap piece of paper first. This is where you need to have it. There we are. And then, yikes, good thing I thought of that. I only want the front one, like that, and a little bit there. There we are. Like I say, this is all covered here. And now that I did a bit of the back, maybe I'll just add some to the back. One, two. There we go. Nice and aged. Let's set that aside. I mean, am I slow or what? Is that a half an hour used up already? There, I love that. Okay, I'm going to put some of this plum on the back. There we are. This paper from Graphic 45 is awesome. I wanted it for so long. Okay, let's take this out of the way. My Bull Mastiff Cinnamon. She is sleeping right over there. If you hear somebody snoring, it is her. And let's work off the mat and bring some of those hearts into play on the edges. With adding the Versamark, just brings them to life. And it also jazzes up the, I don't want to hit the bottom of that. This takes a little while. I don't even know whether I should do the middle, but I guess. I mean, if my card falls apart, then people know I did the inside too, right? I love that look with the script and the hearts in the background. Really nice. Really aged. You know me. Oh, my scissors. Well, that was good. It didn't stab my feet. There we are. How light they do this. Just because I know it's there. There we are. And I think I'll vintage photo this after, but that looks pretty good. Let me take this up. Just need a little bit more of the vintage photo. We can never age things too much, except for ourselves, right? bit down through there. Love it. Okay, that's good. Got that far. Now let's start working away. I'm just going to close this up and leave it there because you never know. I'll be getting back at that. So let's see. What do we have here? I did this little piece. I haven't put it together yet. For the inside, folded down the edge so you could see the polka dots. And I've got that ready to go. I've got my gesso somewhere. I decided to use that little tube that I got with my gelatos. Wherever it is. I think there it is. So I'm going to get a pouncer and we're going to do some of that. And I guess it could take you forever to kind of mold this together. I have to see what I'm doing here. So I took, let's see. Okay, I did this with the Martha Stewart punch. And with really no rhyme, no reason on how I was going to put it on here. Whether I wanted to cover everything up, which I don't, so I'm just, excuse me, I'm going to cut this off. Don't want this much of it showing. There we are. This looks better. And I mean, I'm going to just start. That looks better. Okay, so obviously I have some work to do on this. And then I will take some of this doily because it has to be distressed. We will put it, I don't know. I'm going to cover in there, so maybe I'll drop that a bit. Let's just see. I took a bit of corrugated board for this, so we'll just start organizing it here. I haven't distressed this yet. So on the back of this beautiful set, there's the flowers and there's the polka dots on the back. So I use the polka dots as a background. And then I took one of the little photos from in there. Isn't that cute? So that is going to go on that corrugated board somewhere. And I have to see how it's going to look. I don't know. I have this big piece with the postcard. This might be the one I use on the inside, or should I use that on the outside? Yeah, this is going to be on the inside. I can see already. So I have the postcard I have to vintage out. I have this. Like this. This is probably going to go on the inside. Let's put that there for now. Okay, just going to start building. You're going to have to hang in there with me till we see. Okay, so let's see. I took this little vintage heart out and this tag. I'm going to put that on there. Took some lace, but I also took out some other laces. See whatever I did with them here. I took these Melissa Francis embellishments. I thought these were kind of cute. I'm going to incorporate those in there. Stampin' Up! Pearls. And I've got a whole lot of these. I bought these, a ton of these at Michael's. They went on sale, these borders. So I'm going to incorporate that in there. I kind of like this old one right here. So this is out, this is in. And then I'm going to grab some of, I'm going to spell out love on here. L, O, V, E. That wasn't difficult. Look at that. Love. Put these away. And let's see. So we have that. I have a heart here. I have a nice tea. I'm going to tea dye this bow. So that will probably go there. And my Lindy Stamp Gang sprays that I'm going to use is Crow's Nest Copper and the Peg Leg Peat Purple. I'm going to do my roses with that, and as soon as I figure out what I'm doing here. I cut these out of my dies. I just went over to my wall of magnets there and grabbed the ones I wanted, and I just cut them out. So I'm just placing stuff here. This is what takes so long, I'm telling you, it really does. Oh, that looks good. It's hidden underneath this one. That's cute. Okay, I'll use that. And let's start taking some stuff out here. I want to put some flowers in the corner here. So I'll use one of those skeleton leaves. Let's take this apart. And I can't believe it. Look at that. I haven't even started to structure this card and my time is almost out. If everything goes well, I will not have cast tomorrow when I go to the surgeon. That would be delightful. This has been 2 months of, well, a month and a half of moving way too slow. But I guess I had to just count my blessings. That's all that's wrong. So, let's see here. I have this is beautiful right there. And I have some nice bling. I'll see where that will incorporate in there. I have to keep staring at it. Isn't that terrible? You know what I'm like. Okay, so I started to spray my flowers, so let's work on getting these. Grab my pokey tool here. And we'll start with the flowers. I'm just going to twist some of this up. Cinnamon, come here. Here she comes. My big 100-pound baby. Hey, come on. Yeah, what's the matter? So, let's put this behind here. And, like this. And let's start building our flowers. So I need some scissors, I need some gesso. Put it right there. That's not much, but I'll start with that. And my scissors that fell on the floor. Honestly, this could bore somebody half to death. Let's see. So I sprayed that with the copper, the Crow's Nest copper, the Lindy Stamp Gang copper, and it turned out just perfect. It matches the vintage photo perfectly. Excuse me. And let us take out some of this cinnamon. Come on. Here we are. And I'm going to have to tone these down. Let's see, I'll take a couple of these. And I can see some really rich burgundy roses there I'll use. And that's the thing, because you have the inside to do as well. So it's just not the outside or the cover. Oh, my time is running out. I'll see you in part 2.